I was quite excited for Wonder Woman 1984 considering how good literally everything was in the first movie. Although it took me long enough time to go watch one of the most anticipated titles of 2020, little did I know I was in for a surprise. But in a bad way. Let's take a look at the characters first. The antagonist of the movie, Max Lord, is a struggling father and a has-been TV personality who seems to be having a midlife crisis. Somehow he digs out this wish granter and the shit goes south. I'm not going into the spoilers, but let's just leave it at that for now. Barbara, on the other hand, literally uses one of the most cliched formula in the history of television and movies. A decent, kind-hearted, insecure guy or girl who is ignored by society, no one respects them, and then one day somehow stumbles upon a power so great that they either become a hero or villain of the movie. Guy Pearce from Iron Man 3, Peter Parker from Spider Man the original trilogy, and Electro from The Amazing Spider Man 2. Just 3 or 4 examples on top of my mind who use the exact same formula to develop the character arc for their heroes or villains. Gal Gadot, as expected, did a tremendous job when it comes to her character portrayal of Diana, aka the Wonder Woman. She continues to be one of the most beloved actresses of all time. I mean, who could even hate her? As much as I love Marvel movies, they did make some mistakes when it comes to casting. Cast someone who doesn't ruin the lifelong reputation of the fictional character that they're portraying. Yes, I'm talking about Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, who somehow managed to become one of the most hateful personalities among the Marvel fans. Long lost love of Diana, Steve Trevor, portrayed by Chris Pine, has returned with his charisma to make up for the time that they did not have in the first movie. The romance between Diana and Steve does spark the same warmth that we felt in the first one, but if they think that they can just use the same blueprint of parting ways that they did in the first one, and people will still be emotional this time too, they're delusional. Concluding the subject, I thought the story was mediocre at best and even for a fiction far-fetched, unrealistic and downright silly sometimes, as 1984 does everything almost in a most overcompensating way. This one can be considered as a guilty pleasure for some. Yeah, it was okay for me too. Do let me know what you think about it.